Welcome to Boise, Idaho, where fans describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue, and that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Boise State's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have got this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Catch in the middle, it's Gaines. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Nelson. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Bounced right back to them.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
The Broncos send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a peek at them for the first time in this one. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them.
Fires and picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're working that left side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
And the Broncos trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 pass.
Ball in the air, intercepted! And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field,
that internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. He'll feel the punt and take it back. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Sweet cut there. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Trying to move the sticks on third down. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the tight end. Nevada will be forced to punt. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He's got great speed. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They're going to run it. Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Caught over the middle. It's Bates. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Back to throw, it's Nelson. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boise State! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Nevada going quickly.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And they're coming in.
And he intercepts it. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And now on second down for this offense. Running back goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Nelson. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Gonna run it. It's Hayes. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Defense gonna jam these receivers right off the line. Running to the left. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick setting up 4th down.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws for the tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Broncos decide to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Just goes right through the wicket. Brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Feeling some heat. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the left. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's caught! Touchdown, Nevada!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unleashes one. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. He's going for it all. Got it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
16, Nevada, 7.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the single back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Moving away from pressure. At the 40, there he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Deep shot for the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Finds his big tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage.
Touchdown, Nevada! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 11.
Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got it in the middle, it's Gaines. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Bell. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. And the Broncos pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Tight end finds a soft spot. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Broncos! Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
That makes the score. Boise State, 23. Nevada.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Off play action. Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. He's got his man. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Number 12.
Broncos will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And it'll be down right there. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. It's complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. Back to pass, it's Nelson. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Boise State. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, opponent.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Bulls his way forward. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The corners are walked up tight. On second down, wants to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Now on third down for this offense. These corners going to give them some space. Right down the middle. He's got it. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Nevada going quickly.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayes. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Into the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Out of the gun, they give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Takes a handoff. It's Gaines. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Caught near the sticks. It's Bates. Touchdown Broncos! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
There's no mercy rule in college football, Dave.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge...